I'm Ravi Kapur in Philadelphia, the site of the first presidential debate of this election cycle between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. Surrogates came out in force to advocate for their respective candidates. Governor Newsom, should there have been an open primary without giving you some separation for Kamala Harris? Should there have been an open primary to allow someone like you to run?
No. It's been hand in glove. She's unified this party in a way that I've never seen in my lifetime. I've never seen a party more unified. And so everything about this, in hindsight, makes perfect sense. She can prosecute the case uniquely because of the derivative fact that she is part of an administration that created 11 times more jobs in the last 3 Republican administrations combined. And by the way, I hope you all know this, and you all should be writing about this. The last 3 Republican administrations have one thing in common: recessions. This has been a masterclass, what they've been able to do, get supply chains, homes, infrastructure investments, which was a punchline under the Trump administration. The fact we have a worker-centered economic policy and manufacturing policy. Donald Trump lost 154,000 manufacturing jobs. We brought home 174,000 manufacturing jobs under the Biden-Harris administration. We have a plan and a strategy for low-carbon green growth. At the same time, we're exporting more oil and gas than any time in U.S. history. That's a remarkable record, and she can lay claim to that record. That said, she's about a new generation. She's not Joe Biden, and she sure as hell is not Donald Trump. She represents a new generation of leadership, and tonight you're going to hear her not only defend the record, but she will prosecute the case again about a future, a compelling future to address the inflation scars and the stress people feel around housing prices and grocery prices. She's laid out a vision on that. She'll amplify that on a stage tonight. She's going to shine.
Why is the race so close in your estimation? I know the incumbency is a huge advantage for the Democratic Party, but why do you think it's still neck and neck?
Oh, I think that we live in uncertain times and contentious times, and everybody recognizes that we need a president of the United States that loves America, and they're truly debating that. I think a lot of it has been media spinning of record, people's records and what they've done in the past. So we need the American people to focus now on what really happens if Kamala Harris gets into the White House. How does their life change? What happens if President Trump comes back? What will he do? And can we trust him? Because he actually did what he said he was going to do last time. We know that he's someone we can put our trust in. Kamala Harris, she's learning how to be a brand new person these last several weeks, something very different than how she's lived her life. So we need to hold them accountable to that, to make sure that we're getting the true picture of who they are and what they'll do if they're giving this kind of power.
Why hasn't either one of these candidates broken through? I know the country seems to be so divided, but you'd imagine, Vice President Harris is part of the administration. There's some inherent advantages to being the part of the incumbent administration. Why hasn't she been able to get over the hump so far?
Well, Kamala Harris, in fact, is leading nationally in the polls and in the majority of swing states, but we do need people to go ahead and vote for her in November. She's also only started this campaign literally last month, and so she's continuing to gain momentum. And again, if you look at her policies, first of all, she actually has policies. They're in writing, they're on her website. Donald Trump talks about Hannibal Lecter, and so there's a clear choice in November.
President Trump's done a lot of outreach personally to the Indian American community. What kind of outreach will he be doing specifically? Because Kamala Harris is half Indian, and a lot of those factors have now emanated here moving forward.
Yeah, look, I think the issues that the Indian American families are facing are the same issues that every American family is facing, right? It is higher grocery prices, higher gasoline prices, higher housing prices, and a lot of concern over migrant crime and fentanyl abuse. We need to make sure that we secure the southern border. We need to make sure that we're going to rein in inflation, and we need to make sure that we're very strong on the world stage. And when you have that combination of issues out there, then we're going to be better for every American family, including Indians.
And in terms of the